Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Lange Sohne 1815 in 18 karat pink gold. You can see and you can purchase this watch on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch, with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images, and of course complete pricing details for this Lange 1815. Now, the timepiece you see here is what is effectively known as the 2005 model. Now, of course, the watch was redesigned in 2014 with a 38.5mm case, but you're getting the 2005 proportions here, 40mm, giving it a little bit of a stouter look on a larger wrist. If you like the look of the watch, but you have one of those He-Man wrists and you're afraid of a sub 40mm size looking like a quarter on your wrist, this is your choice. 40mm from 9 to 3, not inclusive of the crown. The watch is wonderfully slim. Its profile only 9.5mm high, but it nestles into the wrist, and with that beautiful domed bezel, it easily slides underneath any tight sleeve or formal cuff. Now, from lug to lug, the watch is also compact. This watch makes the most of its case size while keeping lug to lug minimal, so 47.5mm from extremity to extremity. If you do have a smaller wrist and you prefer the larger 1815 case size, this watch will also work because of the short lug to lug dimensions and the flat case. It will wear well, look well, sit secure on a wrist, in my estimation, as small as 14 centimeters in circumference. Now, it has a nice heft to it. The pink gold gives it good weight. The lugs, well, fairly straightforward, straight, marginally tapered, and short cropped, do add a little bit of extra heft because they're thick from side to side. And the strap is a nice piece, minimally bolstered. It's got a spline down the center, dark brown, rectangular scale alligator leather, folded sides, monotone stitch. It's a warm complement to the pink gold, and of course you have the Lange signature pink gold pin buckle with the retaining bar that prevents it from getting stuck when you put it on a tight buckled smaller wrist. That's what that little bar does. It prevents you from effectively getting stuck to your watch if you've ever had that problem when buckling a watch tight. This happens to me in boutiques all the time. Happily, with Lange, they've overcome the problem. Now you can see the case back of the watch observes all of the correct glacé styling norms of the modern era, effectively taking wristwatch and pocket watch conventions and melding them. What you have is a pre-World War II style glacé 3/4 bridge, jewels fixed in chaton held by screws. This is for purely cosmetic purposes, but they are real and they are functional. You'll also note black polish on several of the screw heads, as well as the cover of the escape wheel and the swan's neck regulator, black polish, the highest standard of optical finish. You'll note that the bridges and plates are all a warm golden glow because Lange uses the German silver, what's known as my court in the French-speaking watchmaking regions. German silver, effectively an alloy of copper and nickel. It has that rich golden hue because of the copper. It's extremely corrosion resistant, and unlike rhodium plated brass, it doesn't have a silver sheen. You'll also note, again, in glacé fashion, the hand engraved balance cock. Lange has at any given time between 5 and 7 artisans who make these by hand, and each signature is unique. Each design is unique. You'll also note a balance, a large one, beating away at 3 Hertz or 21,600 vibrations per hour, and the watch enjoys a power reserve of approximately 55 hours when fully wound. Now, it is 3-hand time, quite simple and quite classical in its dial composition. You'll note that the hands are delicate. Lange chose pinched alpha style hands rather than the heavier Dauphine style, and they're beautifully blue oxidized along with the baton style seconds hand. You'll also note a vintage style railroad minutes track outboard and very traditionally crafted, traditional font Arabic numerals ringing the dial. There's also a little bit of a change of plane whereby the inner dial and the sub-seconds register are cut a little bit more deeply than the rest of the dial to change the focal plane of the eye and visually articulate the mass of frosted silver. And it is frosted, it's not a sunburst, so it doesn't explode in sunlight or light in my light box, as you can see. It's just varying levels of warm glow. A handsome watch, a beautifully proportioned watch. It's also important to note that at Lange, like Patek Philippe, there's effectively one level of finish. So whether you're buying a grand complication or a simple 3-hand time watch like this, the individual components from the plates to the screws to the bridges are finished to that uncompromising single standard. So while you buy a simple watch, you buy an extraordinary level of craftsmanship, and in this 1815 40mm package, a nicely sized and impeccably styled timepiece.